Tom, your thoughts? Recession.
So recession, you heard what he was talking about. Jimmy Damon was talking about sentiment. So he says the sentiment of the consumer, sentiment. He said it 3 times. Why? Because if the consumer gets worried and you're worried about tomorrow, then you don't buy incremental things that you might think are luxuries. You save. If you're worried about what's going to happen tomorrow, maybe you know, honey, we were going to take a trip and we were going to go to Orlando and we were going to go to all the theme parks and everything. What if we go to the Grand Canyon and go to the national parks and do some things like that this summer with the kids? Do something fun, but let's not spend $3,000. Let's spend $1,200 and let's save the rest of it. This is not fiction. These are the decisions that a populace that looks at all this, because most Americans are not in the stock market and they think the stock market's the economy because that's what comes screaming out of the news at them. The stock market is not the economy. The economy is Costco yesterday said it had a really good first quarter. That's the economy. The American consumer shopping at Costco. And so, and by the way, the market for, an hour and a half is going to love the Costco earnings report. It's going to go up. And so, that's what it is. So what is a recession? 2 quarters of negative GDP growth. That doesn't mean we're in the shitter. That means that the growth stops. Why does the growth stop? The sentiment stops. And then if corporate sentiment, which was mentioned by Jamie Dimon, and consumer sentiment are more conservative, hey, let's let all this tariff stuff sort out, then they buy less. That's what a recession is. It's not a depression and a collapse of all the mechanisms. It's merely 2 quarters or 6.5 quarters, if it's the Biden math, of negative GDP growth. And so I think Jamie Dimon could be correct, but I believe he's correct about one thing at the end. If there is one, it will be brief, because I think he's also looking, and he said, I'm going to leave it to my quants, that the negotiation of all of these tariff things, Pat, where do you think it's going to be in 4 months, 6 months? It's going to be the food poisoning. We're going to be out of the bathroom, over our food poisoning, and back at work.
Yeah, I mean, out of the bathroom, Tom.
No, I'm saying it's
pretty
like,
bad case of food poisoning. I don't know what you ate.
I'm saying it's a bad visual, but I'm saying
is restaurants. It's
the tariffs. Think of the tariffs as having a really bad cold, and you're off work for a couple of days because it's a bad cold. And now, guess what? And you're going to be back. That's what the tariffs are. It's a medicine we have to take.